Here is the demonstration we showed during our presentation on video analytics. The analytical videos in this simulation were provided by TSI, and some of the interface designs were borrowed from these companies. This program is a hybrid of a program actually installed on a computer and a web-based program. Here's our main screen. We have thumbnail views of all of our cameras, along with the statuses of each camera. Right now, everything is showing up okay. Alright, we just had a missing object detection on camera 3, so we can now click here to see what triggered the event. Alright, he removed the projector from the table, and after a few seconds, the software recognized that that was not supposed to happen, so it triggered the event. Now, since we have multiple cameras and we could have multiple events going on at the same time, we have to store those events somewhere, so we have logs. In the logs, we see all recent events, and any unhandled events show up in red. Once the event is handled and security determines that there's no issue, we can then reset that event, and the system returns back to normal. Now, in our logs, things can get hectic, and we have to have ways to search for them. So we can generate reports. We can search by date, time, location, camera, or event. We could just say we just want to see multiple persons and find events that occurred during that time. All right. Now, we have all these cool tools here, but we also sometimes just want standard video monitoring. So we can also just display standard real-time camera views to see what's going on. Alright, let's take a look at some settings here. Alright, here we have our analytics. We can enable or disable specific analytics. We could add more, we could purchase more and add them, or we could remove them. And then even in some cases we can customly build our own. Now you might ask, here we have all these analytics, alright, but how do we actually use them on a camera? So we'll go over to camera setup. We'll edit a camera. We'll pick camera 2. Alright, here we get a live view of our camera. Now what we're going to do is we're going to apply a behavior. Right now, object left behind is currently the only behavior applied to this camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new one. And here, let's select loitering person. Okay, now to tell the software where we want it to monitor, we just click and drag on the screen, and it'll highlight where it will monitor. Now anywhere in this red area is where loitering people will be detected. We hit done, and loitering person is now applied to this camera. Alright, we're going to look at one more example. Alright, we have an unattended object detection on camera 2. So we're going to view that feed. This is a good example of what they would use in an airport. They could detect whether or not a package is left unattended after a certain period of time, which could be a suspicious package or it could be nothing, but this will allow them to see it quicker than if it was just eyes watching on the camera.